My original insurance was $2,400 for 6 months, and it went up to $4,000.
Added stress on a small family, so it just kind of eats into your budget.
It's one more thing to add to the list, honestly, but it hurts. It definitely hurts.
All right, you may have noticed an increase to your car insurance or your home insurance. If sure, you're not alone. I mean, it even happened to me. I was just talking to our insurance expert about it. All right, to explain why that's happening and to answer your other insurance questions, we're joined by Christopher Cook with Alliance Insurance Services. Now, you can text in your insurance-related question right now. The number is 336-379-5775. Again, you text in your question and you get your question answered here live on TV. All right, so we've heard people say, you've heard me just tell you, my car insurance went up. So what's going on?
Yeah, Tanya, we certainly are entering into a space that unfortunately consumers can expect their insurance premiums to be on the rise. As I was trying to briefly explain to you, insurance, what we call frequency and severity, both are going up. Frequency being there are more claims, whether they're weather related due to catastrophic weather, or whether they're basically we don't drive very well related. There's more claims right now on auto because we've started driving again after COVID, but also we're not paying very good attention to the road. Our phones distract us more than anything else. So those are driving the number of times we file claims as a society up, which is making insurance rates go up, but also the cost of those repairs when we do have a claim have drastically increased as well. I like to call them bricks and sticks, but the things that it takes to fix your house are more expensive today.
Or to fix your car.
The things that it takes to fix your car are more expensive today. So those factors, both frequency and severity, are driving insurance premiums up.
And it's really all across the board, because I even said to you, I'm like, I haven't had tickets, I haven't had an accident, what gives?
Yeah, it's all across the board. Good drivers and bad drivers, nice homes, older homes, business insurance. Life insurance rates have actually remained relatively steady, I guess I could say that.
Okay. All right. On the topic of car insurance, we want to talk to you about a specific scenario that some Triad drivers experienced just recently. Okay. So what we're showing folks at home is this video of this big rock. It landed on one of the northbound lanes of I-85 in Archdale yesterday morning. Police say that the 4-foot-long rock, again, 4 foot long, badly damaged 3 cars. Now, in that scenario, what would someone's car insurance cover? What would you have to do?
Yeah, so if you happen to know, and I doubt in this instance they did, but if you happen to know where the rock came from, who dropped it, who's responsible for it, then that person's liability insurance may pay this claim. More often than not, drivers do not know who that is, and so they end up having to file a claim with their insurance company if they have comprehensive and collision coverage. And so that's the next step in the process, is being able to file a claim for comp and collision, and you're probably going to have to call the police department and file a police report, and you're going to have to contact your insurance company.
All right, so now, and it may be too late for those folks, but if this were to happen to any of us, we're on the road, something hits us, something falls off somebody's car or something like that. I know I've hit a sofa back in my day. I've hit a bay of hail that was left by someone back in the day. I didn't know who dropped that kind of stuff, but I did pull over, and that is the key, is to make a police report. Why?
Yeah, the police report always helps when filing an insurance claim. Always may be a little bit too big of a word there, but a police report's going to help, and hopefully the police can help you identify who caused the damage. It's really hard in these road instances where somebody's dropped a couch out of their truck, or a bag of trash, or in this case a rock. It's difficult. A lot of cars are becoming equipped with cameras and sensors and all these things that may help us in the future identify where that rock came from. I don't know how many cars have that today. They're definitely in commercial vehicles, but not in most of our regular day-to-day cars.
Okay, but I want to make this point really clear. So these people are going to have to do it on their own insurance. And so the only way that their insurance is going to pay is if they have comp and collision.
That's exactly right. Yeah, liability only is not going to pay for the damage. You had nothing to do with it. It wasn't your fault. You didn't leave the rock in the road. But comp and collision is going to have to be present on your auto insurance policy for damage that from something you hit in the road to be covered.
All right, and common collision is not required on a lot of used cars. It's required on new cars because you're paying a payment, but on used cars, it's not required. So you may not have that, and if you didn't, then you'd be paying everything out of pocket. All right, we're going to continue and take your questions coming up in the next segment. The number is at the bottom of your screen there, 336-379-5775.